really consider this girl a sister, really. Like, she was my best friend. And it was just so weird. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sonyah Unique, and as you read by the title, today's story time is about me getting an apartment with my college friend and her moving out literally while I was going for the weekend. So girl, get your popcorn, your candy, your snacks, whatever you need, and sit down and listen to this story because it is a mess. So I got my iPad so I can remember the name that I'm giving her because I'm definitely gonna forget. So we're gonna call her Rose. So me and Rose met at Lander University in 2017. She was my suite mate. Me and Rose became really close. We did everything together, partied together, literally everything. She was one of my best friends. So long story short, one time for spring break, Rose came and stayed at my house for spring break. She celebrated my birthday with me. My birthday was in June. So once again, we did everything together. So becoming to the end of the school year, my grandmother passed away and I was extremely upset. So I got behind on school and I got extremely behind. I had to go home. I think I was home for like a week or two when my grandmother passed. And then shortly after that, I came back to school. I was trying to catch up on all my work. And then my grandfather passed. So I was really behind because I had to leave and go home again because my grandfather passed away. So with that being said, I was just too far behind. I did pass all of my finals and everything, but because I was behind on actual homework, different things like that, I was like, you know what? I'm probably not gonna pass these classes. I'ma just leave. Now Rose was leaving as well, along with our other friends that we met at Lander. So me, Rose, and our friend Titus, I'm gonna say his real name because he don't have anything to really do with the story. So all of us, we was getting an apartment. We decided that we was just gonna leave school and we was gonna get an apartment together. Now we was gonna get an apartment in Columbia, South Carolina. And Titus, he actually didn't get the apartment with us. He joined the Navy, I believe. So me and Rose just went ahead, got an apartment together. Our parents met. We moved in, I believe, in September of 2018. And everything was cool. Like, it was fun. We drove to work together. We had the exact same job, so we drove to work together. We cooked dinner. We were saving money. But I had a boyfriend. And we gonna call my boyfriend, we gonna call him Tall. So Tall would come visit me sometimes. And because Rose did not have a boyfriend or she wasn't talking to anyone at that time, it came to my attention that she was, I don't want to say jealous, but she was kind of feeling some type of way that he would come visit me. Now, he was not coming every weekend. I would definitely let her know ahead of time before he was coming to come see me, you know, just to give her a heads up. Tall and Rose, they was cool. All of us met at Lander. All of us was really good friends. All of us hung out together along with our other group of friends. So I didn't think it was really an issue, but she started to get mad because I was spending more time with Tall instead of her. Now, we're together 24/7. She brought it to my attention that she felt like I didn't really want to hang out with her. She said every weekend I was hanging out with Tall, which was not true because he did not even live in Columbia. We barely, like, we seen each other, but it wasn't every weekend. But anyway, I remember this one weekend Tall came to see me and I expressed to him how she really didn't want him there like that. So he stayed in my room the entire weekend he was there. Of course, if he walked out the room and he seen her went in the kitchen or something, he would speak to her. But we made sure we did not want her to feel uncomfortable. So we went and, you know, hung out outside of the house. I did invite her a couple times if she wanted to do stuff with us. It was always no. So one day, me and Rose, we ended up leaving the job that we had before and we got another job. I got the job first, and then I put her onto the job. I kind of like let my supervisors know about her. I was like, she's a really good worker, you know, y'all should hire her. She got hired. So I guess we both really wasn't getting that many hours, and we was kind of struggling to pay the bill. Like, we was getting the bills paid, but it was kind of a struggle. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to live like this. Like, I don't want to be struggling. I had hospital experience, and my aunt, she worked at the hospital. So she put in a good word for me. I got an interview. I got hired. So at this point, me and Rose were not really talking like that, because I guess she just felt like I was being distant. We did talk about, like, when I say me and this girl was really good friends, we talked about everything. We did not, go behind each other back and talk about certain things. We all had mutual friends. So if we did feel like we wasn't seeing eye to eye, then we would bring our other friend in just to ask her, let her hear both sides so she can tell us how she felt about it, different things like that. So it wasn't no like back end stuff going on. And it was not that my boyfriend at the time was there all the time, because he was not there all the time. I could probably count on my hands how many times I've seen him throughout us having the apartment. Probably maybe like 5 times or less than that. So we got really distant. She got different friends from the job that we were working at. We was working at Publix. So she got new friends, and I definitely feel like that was getting in her head a little bit. I would text her and she would not respond, and just different things like that. And then when I told her that I was no longer going to be working at Publix, I got a job at the hospital. I remember this day like it was yesterday. So this was my first day at the hospital. I'm probably all over the place, but just bear with me. So I was on the way to my first day at the hospital, and I'm rushing out the house. I'm just trying to be on time. And I locked my keys in the house, and I locked the door. I'm panicking. I had my phone, so I called her. I was like, hey, are you close by the house? Could you please come open the door for me? I locked my keys, my car keys and everything inside the house. I'm not able to get in, and I need to be to work on time. At this time, our maintenance and everything, it was not 24 hours, so they could not come, and they did not open until, I believe, like 11 o'clock. I'm pretty sure it was like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. at that time. Rose was like, no, she's not coming. She was like, oh, sorry, I ain't coming. And I was like, dang, okay. So that's when I knew, like, yeah, this friendship is going downhill. But, I was willing to, try. Like, I really consider this girl a sister, really. Like, she was my best friend. And it was just so weird. And then maintenance finally came. I got my keys, went to work, whatever. And then I remember, I think Tall came to see me again that weekend after I started the job. And Rose she met some guy off of Tinder, I believe. And she had him at the apartment every single day. Now, not saying she could not have him at the apartment, but you just met this guy. You don't really know him like that. And the stories that she was telling me about him, I'm like, he don't need to be over here, especially if he's like running from the cops or something, or he's about to get shot up. Like, he does not need to be in this apartment, not with me. And I guess she felt like it wasn't fair, because Tall was always coming over, so it should not be an issue for her guy to come over. And it was not an issue that he was coming over. It was an issue that she just met him off Tinder. You just met this guy a couple hours ago. Why is he in the house already, So I kind of felt some type of way about it, and we didn't argue, but we kind of went back and forth about it a little bit. And then that was it. Me and her was not talking. The only time we would text is when she was sending me her half for the bills. Everything was in my name. I bought everything for the apartment. So she had no choice but to text me when it was time to pay bills, because how else is she going to pay? She did have the app, but I don't know why she just didn't pay it on the app. But anyway, so that happened. So fast forward to this weekend where I was going home for the weekend. I believe it was my niece's birthday or maybe I was just going home. Now, I'm not too far from home. I'm probably like 40 minutes away. I'm from Orangeburg. So I was going to my mom's house, and I don't know if I told her I was leaving for the weekend or if she just realized that I was gone, or like she seen me put my bags in the car. So I put my bags in the car. I told her that I was leaving because I still wanted my friendship. Like, I was still trying, but I noticed she wasn't trying. So once I noticed that, like, it's whatever. And she did not say anything when I told her I was leaving, I believe. So I just got in the car and left. We didn't talk that entire weekend. Now, okay, let me backtrack a little bit. So because we was having the issues that we was having, I was definitely looking into getting an apartment on my own, but I did not go through with it because I just could not see myself leaving her, out, leaving her hanging like that. Like, I did not want to just up and leave the apartment and leave everything for her to pay. Like, we're 18, 19 years old. I just did not want to leave her high and dry. But she did not care, child, that girl. So she did not care like that for me. So I went home for the weekend. So I'm going back. So I went home for the weekend. I come back home and I walk in the house and I noticed that it's a little different, but I'm not really noticing what's different about the apartment. Now, she did buy a kitchen table for the apartment. That was the only thing that she bought. So I'm like, it is something so different about this apartment, but I could not put my hand on it. So I called my mom. I was like, Mom, it's something so different about this apartment. I cannot figure out what it was. And she was like, girl, what are you talking about? Type of stuff. So then I said, Mom, I think she moved out. The table is gone. The kitchen table is gone. My mama said, Sonyah, are you for real? I said, yes, the kitchen table is gone. So then we had separate bathrooms. We did have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. So I went to her bathroom and I seen all her stuff was going out in her bathroom and her bedroom door was locked. And I'm like, well, why would she lock the bedroom door if everything else is gone that she had? Why would the bedroom door be locked? So I picked the lock. I definitely did. And I opened the door and the room smelled horrible and it was nothing in there. So she moved out all her stuff while I was going to my mom's house on the weekend. So I was like, you know what? She want to play this game. I can play it too. So I called the maintenance. It was a Sunday and I believe that's when they started doing 24-hour maintenance. So I called the maintenance and I said, my roommate has moved out. She did not leave the key. I need these locks changed. They came probably like 5 minutes later. They changed the locks. And then she texted me that Monday. I was at work. She texted me and she said, hey, did you change the locks? I can't get in the apartment. I said, I did. And she said, why would you do that? I said, because none of your stuff is here. So why would you need to go inside the apartment if all of your stuff is gone? Like, what are you trying to take? You trying to take the stuff that I bought? And we was kind of going back and forth. And I was like, I'm not going back and forth with you. You left while I was gone. You did not have, like, you couldn't be grown and tell me that you was leaving. So I don't have to tell you why I changed the locks. I just stopped responding to her. So then the office called me and it was like, hey, your roommate is up here. She's saying that you changed the locks. Why did you change the locks? You need to come open the door. And I said, she moved out without any notice. I had no idea that she was moving out. I came home on Sunday. Everything was gone. And they was just saying, okay, well, she needs to get the rest of her things. I said, there's nothing else in there for her to get. I checked her bedroom, her bathroom, the kitchen, and nothing in there. It belongs to her. She only bought the kitchen table. She has that. She took all her bedroom stuff, all her bathroom stuff. Nothing is in there. So that was it. And child, I have not heard from her since. I have not heard from her since. There is no bad blood. If she do come across this video, or if any of her family members come across this video, there is no bad blood. I don't feel any type of way. This happened a few years ago. I wish her nothing but the best. And even when that did happen, when I let our mutual friends know from college about what happened or whatever, They was like, Sonyah, I just know you so mad. I was like, yeah, I am mad that she just, up and left like that. Like, I could not do something like that to my friend, no matter what we was going through at that time. I would never leave my friend to pay for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom by herself, light bill, internet, none of that. But, and I was like, I wish her the best, whatever she got going on. And she stopped talking to all of our friends, all of our mutual friends as well. But one of my friends recently just told me that she said that she missed all of us or something like that. But I haven't seen her since that happened. Haven't spoke to her. We unfollowed each other on all social media. So, child, I don't know what's going on with that. But that is the end of the story time. Once again, no bad blood if you come across this video. I'm just telling my side of the story. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.
Stop making a big deal out of the little things, cause I got big deals and I got little things.